Welcome everyone to race number 18 of the Throwback Cup Series. Jasper Granum, the Daytona winner, starting on pole for today's race alongside Connor Breton. Here's the full qualifying results, and now we'll take you to trackside. So we'll wait for the race command before we talk about points. And here it is. Okay, engines fired up. Here we go. Field is rolling off. So the 01 car, Jasper gained 8 positions, jumping up to 9th in the point standings. This 01 team is starting to show a lot of speed. Connor Breton in the 49 lost 2, still within the top 10 in the point standings. There's Nick Kennedy in 3rd. Kennedy lost 2 spots after involved in a big crash. There's a Kenny Johnson in the 29. This remains in the points 33rd, way back. Not a threat to a championship. Got Wes McCoy, David Davison in row 3. Got the Roush cars in row 4, Ryan Butcher and Mitchell Hodak. And then you got Josh King and Jeff Scott in row 5. So Cole Colby has taken the points lead. He only has a 9-point lead over Czech Snow Chaser, who is now 2nd in the points. Chapman has lost 2, he's down to 3rd. Rodriguez up 2 positions, is 4th. And Tim Randolph loses 2, he's down to 5th. Alright, pace cars pulled in, getting ready for the green. And the green flag is out. And we're underway. Great start already for the 01. Three wide back there, Ryan Butcher taking it 3 against the 2 Dodgers on the outside. One more 3 wide racing going on behind. Oh, little contact there. Oh, we got a crash. 3 wide for the race lead. No, not quite. Oh, Chris Sang, we see with heavy damage out of 24 car as well. And Jasper will lead lap number 1 and take the first caution flag of the day. We'll take a look at the replay. Alright, let's take a look here. Chris Sang in the 32. Was on the bottom. He goes up, gets Rodriguez. There's Nathan Orman. Takes a big hit. And the 24 car as well, also with a big hit on the outside. A 4-car wreck in turn 4. Heavy damage. And especially Nathan Orman, his 48 Lowe's car is destroyed. Right on board. He was on the outside line. Nothing he can do there. Yeah, you knew it was going to be big. Just getting squished into the wall like that. And Chris Sang, he was going head on into the wall, but the 48 was there. Pretty much cushioned the blow. We round on board with him now. There's Rodriguez in the middle. So we know he's up 2 positions in the top 5 on points. And you can see the 32. Yep, that would have been huge without Orman being there on the outside. The 97 of Rodriguez, despite driving away from the crash, he's got heavy damage. You can see he's just in the middle. There's no way he can back out in time. So not what Rodriguez needs over here. Well, he's got to stay on the racetrack at least, pick up some free positions if he can. First caution of the day. We'll take you back to the restart. Alright, here we go. So, the 20 car, okay, Blaze Zebutard out of the race. Must have been a 2nd wreck. Did he stack up under yellow? Well, no, Swell's got heavy damage, but, okay. Doesn't look likely, because usually there's several cars that have heavy damage in the front or back, or both, when there's a stack up under caution. Alright, here we go. Let's try this again. Green flag is out. We're back underway. Kenny Johnson, Ryan Butcher, quickly to the bottom. Well, these two definitely have a rough season, and yeah, you can see the skid marks in 1 and 2. Yeah, there was a second crash. But I was just saying with the 6 and the 29. Yeah, they're going for wins. At least one. Before this season is over. It's been rough for these two. Kenny Johnson did win in the National Series at Daytona. Looking for a cup win. It's been terrible for Kenny Johnson for both series. Yeah, nope. 22 gets into the 6 a little bit. 3 cars have broken away from the pack. Oh, got another car on the wall, and the caution flag is out. And again, it will be the 01 taking the yellow flag. Alright, let's take a look at the replay. Alright, let's see here. So we could see Michael Brown. He's in the middle of the 8 car. 8 car slid up into him. Got the 38 and the 09, a Snow Chaser, second in the point standings. Keeps on going, but Brown goes for a spin into the wall again with the 38. But we're not done. Yeah, you could see that there's the 24 Chapman, and you see Noah Swell back there. And Chapman just slides into the 18, tips him over, and goes rolling in the grass. Then Noah Swell clobbers the 24 as well. And 2 cars all alone back there. So far back. And they still managed to hit the 1 car that's just stopped on the apron of the racetrack. And man, Chapman, he just slams the outside wall too. That's crazy. Just 1 car out there and they couldn't avoid it. Yesterday's national race at Chicagoland, there's 3 cars that are all over the place. And like what, 10, 12 cars were able to avoid that, no problem. So alright. So right, we have another wreck that we have to take a look. Blaze Avatar, Noah Swell. Here's this impact again from the 31. So bad gone to worse for the 31 car. Alright, now let's take a look at what happened to him in the first caution. So this was after they crossed the line. Blaze Avatar on a 20. Did Colin Crawford get into him? No, looks like Noah Swell hooked him. And both cars hard on the wall. Both the orange colored Chevrolets. But look at Blaze Avatar, such a hard hit. He was on top of the wall that back end. Take a look at that again. Right on board with the 31. I think he just got a little too close. Not a good day for Joe Gibbs Racing. Both their cars just absolutely demolished. And man, what a hit by both drivers. But a 20, his was a lot worse. On top of the wall and everything, out of the race. Alright, so let's take you back to the restart. Alright, here we go. Getting ready for the green. Connor Breen on the 49, what's going on? He has a tire going down. Not what he needs. Now the fight for the championship, yes, several drivers have a real good shot. There's some slight favorites, like Cole Colby. So the gap between first and second we know is 9. Then from third is 16. Then fourth place is 55. 57 for fifth. Yeah, this is way closer than the Nationals. Green flag is back out. So what was it? Like fifth place was like what? 232 points back? Well, closest driver from that is 22nd place Noodles, who was 244 points back. So a big difference. So it's a lot more competitive in the Cup than it is in the National. Usually it's the opposite. Usually. I know the Nationals, the actual National Series in real life, had some pretty big margins. Connor Breen out in the way, doesn't get a caution. Light still green. The 0-1, can he make it 2 in a row? 2 in a row. That'll put him in position for a champ. Up in the top, into the top 5. 3 top 5, 6 top 10s for this 0-1 team. He'll be the 5th driver to get their 2nd win of the season. Get multiple wins. But let's see what Kenny Johnson has to say. There he goes. Looking on the inside. To the bottom in 3 and 4. He's gotta run. At the line, will it be a new leader? No, it will not. But it's close. Johnson hanging strong on the bottom line. Jasper really trying to hold the top. But I think Johnson's going to clear him. Not quite. Still got the outside. Those two are running side by side as well. That's why they're not catching up. They're 3 wide now. Mitchell Hodak sends it. Jasper with the crossover. Oh, gets real close to Kenny Johnson. Nearly turns him around. Got a car on a wall back there. Don't know who it was, but we're safe. Here comes Wes McCoy in the 22 and third, trying to get away from Nick Kennedy. See if we can chase down the top 2. Wes McCoy, where is he in the points? 27th. Here comes Jasper again. He's got the inside this time. Johnson will lead that lap though. Side by side. Through 1 and 2. 3 wide almost. For a second. Nick Kennedy gets a small boost from Mitchell Hodak. Clears Wes McCoy easily. And Jasper back to the race lead. Oh, he goes too high. Johnson gonna pounce back on the bottom. Here he goes. Nope, it's 22. Scrapes the wall. Jasper can't block. Still would have won that race. It was coming to the checkers. Hodak in the 16. Back in the top 10 in points. Needs a win. Oh, the 88 and the 12. Almost wrecked. And the 29 of Johnson back to the race lead again. Oh, man, the 01 to the bottom. Hodak just slipped up to fill that gap. Here goes the 01 car again. They're just swapping the race lead here. The 01. Yeah, he wants to lead this race. He's going for wins here. I mean, he has a really good shot at the championship. He looks pretty strong. Don't want to take any unnecessary risk. Now there's Colin Cropley in the 17. Cropley lost 3 positions, 7th in the point standings. He needs a good run tonight, or today. There's Trey Wright in the 40. Josh King, Jeff Scott also in the mix. Hodak now the 2nd. Ryan Butcher behind in the 3rd. Ryan Butcher still has no top 5 finishes this season. He's got 1 top 10 though. He's going for it, that number 6. A rough season, no doubt. 3 wide here, Nick Kennedy on the bottom. Josh King in the 5 follows the 10. At the line, Hodak would have finished 2nd there. 4 wide here, 4 wide. There's Cropley there on the bottom. Not letting up. Johnson and Butcher. A little bit of contact there. Plenty of space. Plenty of room. Oh, contact again with Hodak. This time Hodak and Johnson. Oh, and Jeff Scott gets turned around right in front of the 22. Wes McCoy. Caution is out. 3rd yellow of the day. That was some great racing right there. Long green flag run. It's time for them to calm down a little bit. Let's take a look at the replay. Alright, let's take a look here. Jeff Scott on the bottom. We saw Ryan Butcher in the 6th. Ryan Butcher, Trey Wright just gets into him. Then Ryan Butcher collects Jeff Scott. Then Wes McCoy also in the 22. Only these 2 guys got involved. Nobody else. Luckily, yeah, that would have been a really big wreck. And we've seen a lot of big wrecks here at Chicagoland. Very big. That could have been a lot worse. Trey Wright on the 40. Oops, wrong camera. Yeah, he just almost cleared him. Yeah, he tries to get back in line, tries to tuck back in. And also Butcher just gets into the back of Jeff Scott. It was very close. Maybe by just a couple of inches, and he would have been safe. Yeah, it was a close call for Ryan Butcher. Big break for him. Usually he's the one who gets involved in these wrecks and wreck out. But this time, he is safe. So Scott and Wes McCoy, that's a shame for those 2 running so well. So yeah, that's going to put them out of contention, no doubt. They got quite a bit of damage, or at least enough to hold them back. Alright, so we'll take you back to the restart. Exactly 10 laps to go. So Connor Breen does not get the restart on the inside. If it came a lap later, he could. Pace car's in. Getting ready for the green here. Those two only are 19th and 20th, so they didn't go all the way back as we're back underway. Nick Kennedy in a 10. Well, his teammate, he doesn't care. He's fighting for a championship. He's already got his win. Now Nick Kennedy's going to try. Look to the outside, back to the inside, but Josh King is there. Josh King is down to 15th in the points. Lost 2 more spots after Daytona. He needs a win. Here goes Cropley in a 17. He also needs to win. Contact. They're leaning against each other. Kennedy not going to like that. 3 wide here. David Davison in the 42. Up and over at Daytona. Second flip or third flip. Oh, King and Kennedy getting together again. These guys can't stay off each other. This is great for the 01 because he's just pulling away. It's a race for second. Only Johnson's been the other driver to challenge the 01 because he was able to clear and get away from the pack. So far, no one's been able to do that other than him. Well, the Roush car is going to try to work together. Colin Cropley, here he comes. Let's hunt down that 01. Kennedy and King again get together. Man, these guys do not like each other. Trey Wright, Alex on the row. Oh man, it's getting real close, those back bumpers. And here comes Cropley. Look how quickly he closes a half a second lead. Now down to 10th of a second. To looking inside, Cropley hasn't won a race. And oh, big trouble. Trey Wright hard on the wall. Cropley to the bottom. Can he get the lead away from the 01? Or is it better to start right behind him? Still there, inside. Think the 01's going to get the momentum on the top. Yes, he does. And Grantham will once again take the yellows. 6 laps to go left at Chicagoland. Under caution for the 4th time. Let's take a look at the replay. Well, yeah, we kind of saw that one coming, didn't we? Trey Wright's on the 40. Man, how many times have we seen this 40 car run so well and then gets involved in a late race wreck, costing him a good finish. Josh King in the 5 got into him. Kenny Johnson in the 29, who had a great battle with the 01, also collected. So there goes his chances of winning today's race. And Josh King in the 5, I think he went a little too low. Hooked the 40 car, and around he went. Or it looks like maybe Trey Wright got a little loose, slid up into him a bit, and King just catches him on the right side, right in the quarter panel. So that might also put King out, even though there's not a lot of damage to his race car. He loses a lot of positions. Probably going to only have 2 laps to go. You have 2 laps to go on the restart. That sucks for the 40 and the 29 and the 5. Again, King. Yeah, you can't afford any more bad finishes. That 5 car looked pretty good. Looked like a pretty strong contender. I mean, semi-strong contender. But right now, it's just not looking good for that Kellogg's car. Kellogg Chevrolet. Alright, we'll take you back to the restart. Alright, 2 to go and they take the green flag. Trey Wright is out of the race. Kenny Johnson's a lap down, so Connor Breen gets 1 spot from that. So Jasper, can he hang on for his 2nd win and his 2nd win in a row? He gained 8 spots after his victory at Daytona. Well, I don't think he's going to gain 8 more. Or maybe he can. Maybe. Well, he's only 104 points back. That is not a lot. It's a bit. Not too little, but not a lot. You know, the old Nextel Cup point standings, as we're coming to the green. It's 190 points for maximum points. Win the race, lead the lap, lead the most laps as we're back underway. Oh, look at this. The 8 car, Tobin McCoy. He somehow found his way up to 4th place. Now he's got 1 win in the bag. He's the only driver, or no, not the only driver, let me sing. Well, other than the 01, he has won a race. There goes Hodak. Nope, not quite. He looks to the inside. The 8 car's there. Cropley all over the back bumper of the 01 car. David Davison sends it in there hard. Jasper opens the door for Colin Cropley. Coming to the white flag. Side by side. Jasper leads at the white. Oh, this could be good for Mitchell Hodak as they're side by side in front and behind him. He's got no pressure from behind. Here he goes. Cropley clears the 0-1. Losing ground here as Hodak now gets side by side. Here he goes. Hodak sends it in there hard. Not going to be enough. Car on the wall behind. Checkered flag. Big flip. Ryan Butcher in the catch fence. And Colin Cropley scores the victory here at Chicagoland. With the last lap pass. And denies Jasper his second win. And it's a 1-2 finish for Roush Fenway. Or, no, Roush Racing. Racing. Right, not Roush Fenway. That was when? What year was it Fenway? But anyways, Colin Cropley finally gets his first win of the season. And now boosts him back up into the top 5 in points. And we just saw a huge wreck with the 6 of Ryan Butcher. Well, looks like that big break didn't really last that long. We'll take a look at the full race results. So Colin Cropley, his first win of the season. Mitchell Hodak in second, a hard charge at the end. And oh, Alexander Rowe is up in smoke, and Tobin McCoy just got turned by Parker Smith for some reason. Okay. But yep, Jasper Granum, oh so close. He led the most laps, sat on the pole, had a hard fought battle with Kenny Johnson. But yeah, he just did not need that last caution there. Well, Colin Cropley, he was coming anyway, so it would have been hard to defend either way. Caution or no caution. Alexander Rowe in the 12 gets his second top 5 finish of the season. Noodles getting 5th, so 3 of the Roush cars. Yeah, we've seen them pretty close together lately, or almost all the time. Yeah, 17, 16, 99, 6, 97, yeah. Usually they come in 3s. We see them. David Davison, a 6th place finish for him. Tobin McCoy 7th, Parker Smith 8th, so yeah, Parker Smith definitely needed that. In 8th place finish, Brad Cheston getting 9th, his first top 10. Finally, right. He doesn't even have a top 10 till today. Finally, the 41 we see. And Max Anderson getting 10th. So, alright. Here is the rest of the race results. 28 cars finished the race, 22 on the lead lap. A pretty great race here at Chicagoland. A lot of great battles up front. Well, 3 different leaders, but we saw Johnson and Granum battle it out hard. And at the end with Colin Cropley with the last lap pass. Alright, let's take a look at what happened at the end. Ryan Butcher in the 6th. Man, it looks like this was going to be it. Well, it would have been a second top 10 finish, but still, Ryan Butcher was having such a good race. And then I think he just slides up into Nick Kennedy, oh, so slightly. And into the wall, both of them hard, and Ryan Butcher goes on his roof. So 2 cars upside down today. And it does. And the barrel rolls right on top, goes on top of the wall into the catch fence. So a wild end to this race. Ryan Butcher was running in 8th. And well, we see Cole Colby, our points leader. We haven't seen him all day. A rough race for the 25. Not the day they wanted. Eric Monaco in the 21 also involved. So who else did that collect? We saw Nicholas Jewett in the 38 was down on the apron when the leaders were coming back around, making another lap for some reason. And he gets into the door to the 25 hard. And Josh King in the 5. Not a good day for Henrik overall. Orman, Chapman, they wrecked out. Josh King just wrecked out. And Cole Colby just had a terrible race. Well, not terrible, but it wasn't so great for the 25 team. They were pretty much hanging around the top 20 all day. And Nick Kennedy was running in 14th place at the time. And he wrecked out. And Kenny Johnson and Wes McCoy also involved. And they just slide into Kennedy there. Both of them into him. 22 got on 2 wheels just a little bit. So big wreck right at the end. Not for the race lead, but yeah, take a look at that again. Ryan Butcher in the 6. We're on board with Nick Kennedy first. You just hate to see it for the 6. Ryan Butcher, man. Hard on the wall, upside down, barrel rolling. Catch fence was able to stop the rolling for the most part. Grinds against on top of the wall. Colin Cropley takes the checker flag in the background. And a photo finish for second place, it looks like. Oh, so a wild end to the Chicagoland race. And every position, there was battles everywhere, every position, or almost every position, and yeah. Okay, so that is it here at Chicagoland Speedway. Colin Cropley with the win will now take you to victory lane.